Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. It's Nancy, the nurse practitioner. This one is on fall prevention. You know, in Connecticut, we're moving now from fall to winter, and if it's not slippery leaves on the ground, it is ice in the morning or frost on the ground, or we're just going to get into snow soon. So we're starting to get ready to prepare our shoes and our boots, etc., to prevent falling. Now, falling is a really big problem if you're especially over 60 and at any age. But when you're younger and more limber, you can kind of tumble over, get up, brush yourself off, and walk away. As you get older, it is more difficult to keep your balance. It's more difficult to have good flexibility, and it's important to know what you can and can't do to prevent falls. So we're going to talk about outside fall prevention, inside fall prevention, and some good tips to reduce injury. The first thing I want to go over is about steps. As you're walking outside your house, you want to make sure your steps are even, that you don't have any missing bricks, that there's cracks in the concrete. Make sure that you wear your glasses so you can see your steps. You know, they could change from week to week or year to year, and you may not notice. If you need a railing, make sure you have one put on your steps, because as you get older, you need to hold on, and that's okay. But just make sure that you think about safety when you're going out. If you're wearing a pocketbook, make sure your hands are free. Put it over your head and over one side. And if you have a cane, use the cane on the opposite side to kind of balance yourself. You could wear a fanny pack or backpack, but don't carry bags and bags of things, because what happens is you end up falling to protect the things you're holding in your hands, and you should really have your hands free. Looking at your boots for the winter, this is a big thing up north. You know, we wear boots for like 4 months out of the year, and then we put them away in the basement until the next year. And sometimes 5 years go by if you're wearing the same size boots, and you look at them and you just put them on, but the treads may actually be worn out, and they're very slippery and like a slippery rink when you walk outside. Be careful. Look at those boots. They may look nice on the top, but they're not going to be safe on the bottom. So make sure you have treads. Also, avoid wearing flip-flops. Flip-flops are so easy for older people to put on because they just slip on the feet. If you can't bend over to put your shoes on, they work great. And for people who have swollen feet that can't find shoes, I've had patients actually have flip-flops as their only way of getting around the house. It's not a safe thing to wear, especially as you get older, because they do cause falling. Also, looking at floors in other public buildings. If you're in we're going to talk about if you're in a grocery store or anything like that. I fell over in the fish market on ice and just slid right across the floor. I hurt my back, but luckily I was okay. But you could really take a tumble, so look around. Make sure that there is no water on the floor or slippery stuff that could hurt you. Stopping at curbs and checking that you can see the curb to the street is important. Sometimes if your perception is off, you may not notice that the street is not as close as you thought, and you could just tumble over. We talked about wearing your glasses, wearing your hearing aids. This way someone might yell to you, stop, don't walk, or you can hear a car coming. You would not be able to hear that as easily if you didn't have your glasses on or your hearing aids. And don't be afraid to use a walker or a cane. There are so many cool canes out there now. You can get striped ones. You can get leopard skin ones. You can get ones that match your outfits. You can get carved ones. They can be part of your the way you look every day, and it's not a bad thing to use. So use a cane if you need one, and don't be embarrassed. A couple pairs of shoes I want to show you that are not really good to wear, and these are my husband's slippers. They are open in the back. They are kind of old, so the tread on the bottom you can see is almost gone, and they're easy to slip on and off because there's no back. But these are the type of things that people fall on. He's fallen walking up the basement steps on these because they slip around and slip off. Pretty dangerous, so try to get slippers with backs on them. And if you can't get your shoes or your slippers on you by yourself, get a long shoehorn. They can go all the way up to your knee and help you just put your shoe on. You may want to get shoes with Velcro straps, or you can even get elastic laces So they're already laced, and all you do is slip your foot in and use your shoehorn. And this way you have fully closed shoes. Talking about some other shoes, I just bought these. These were great. Of course, you can't wear them in the winter, but I like them because they're wide. I can wear them with socks. They have a strap across the front, and I don't fall out of them. Lovely shoes. And another pair of shoes I really like are Mary Jane's. You know, Mary Jane's are great for any age, and they come with a wedged heel. They have a strap across the front. You could wear these with a skirt. You could wear them with a pair of jeans. You could be 90 and wearing these, and they're adorable, and they really work well, and they're very safe shoes. I also have some nice shoes, but notice that I didn't buy the shoes with the very skinny stiletto heels. You know, now as I'm getting older, I'm realizing, you know, my balance is off. So I'm making sure that I get heels that are a little wider, maybe with a wedge. These are not shoes I'd wear outside in the rain because they're nice blue suede shoes. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. So be careful when you're looking at shoes. They may look nice, but think about the practical nature of the shoes. Inside your home, let's talk about that for a little bit. If you have loose wires or cords or throw rugs around, be careful. Throw rugs are really serious ways of falling. If they're not tacked down, you could buy tacking, or you could buy like a rubber mat to put under them. You should use electrical tape on the corners. If better yet, if you don't need a throw rug, don't even have one because they're very easy to fall on. Keep your floors free of clutter. Clutter would mean anything from boxes to papers to anything. Make sure, I've been in some homes where there's just a path from the bathroom to the bedroom. It's really dangerous and it's not a good thing. People with oxygen cords, they're now usually green, which is great. They used to be clear, so you couldn't tell that they were on the floor. You might have a concentrator for your oxygen in your bedroom, and then you walk 100 feet to the living room to sit down, and this green cord follows you everywhere you go. They do have roll-up devices you can get online. It's almost like an Electrolux vacuum cleaner cord puller that you can wear on your waist. They're not cheap, but they really are cool because you can retract them as you walk and then pull them out as you come back to sit down. This way you don't have to worry about tripping over the cord. Carpets, we talked about that. You know, make sure your carpets are not worn and that you have some highs and lows. You know, Berber carpeting is great if you have to have carpet. Shag rugs are not. Shag carpeting is just too hard for an older person to walk on. Slippery floors, like wax on the floors. A lot of my patients remove the carpeting from their bedrooms because they have semi-electric beds, Hoyer lifts. But if the floors are wood and they're very slippery, you can fall on them. So just be careful there. Grab bars. You know, aging in place is a big thing nowadays, and people want to stay in their homes. So put bars up. You can have bars going down the hallway to your bedroom. You can have them in your bathroom, in your shower. You can have them in the living room. You can have a commode in the bathroom to get up off the toilet. Things that are easy to install and actually remove. So they will keep you safe. Especially in the shower, you can have bars to hold on to and put a shower seat in there so you don't slip in there. Also, keeping your stairwells well lit with light switches at the top and the bottom. If you need at night to put a night light on in the hallway, then do so that you could see better to get to the bathroom. And some good tips to reduce your injuries: you got to stay active. Keep it moving. Every day for 30 minutes, you should be moving around. If you're not getting out of the home, and many of my patients aren't, get up, walk around for 10 minutes, put the music on, go around the dining room table or through the house, sit down, and in the middle of the day, do it again for 10 minutes and again at the end of the day. As much as you can to stretch and move and keep it moving is important to keep good muscle tone and to keep you conditioned and have good improved stamina. Also consider taking a Tai Chi class. You can even watch one on YouTube and learn how to do balancing. It's a great way to help you to keep your balance. So this is all the tips for now. Be safe on your feet, and till the next video, take care of yourself. From Nancy, the nurse practitioner.